this stuff set up, but it's the nature of the process. I keep on working to do better. Hello, S.J. Miller. How you doing? Court Elizabeth, how are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think I'm up on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I've got the dueling screens here. I was trying to get my big computer working, but not today. Let's see, Dr. Dawn Ross, how are you doing? Let's see. Good morning, 21, Vince. And I apologize. These things go past so fast. Henna, let's see, Paddle Modi. Let's see, again, I'm bad. I'm working on being better every day. Chloe's baby journey. Good morning. Good morning. Talisha, good morning. Ashley Hampton, good morning and welcome. The Fertile Fireside Chat, sharing from Sarasota, Florida, working on the new spot here, and I'm really excited about it and a lot going on. Chris and the team, but K2, Condrup, the team, everyone, thank you to all players. H. Burrell, good morning. 7 weeks, 2 days, CNY Colorado. And, the Colorado team's doing great, by the way. We have an amazing team all over the country and all over the globe, and we're working all together to share ways of improving fertility, right? And Alexis Cole, Tony, hello, good morning. IVF in Sarasota. I'm praying. Let's all pray for July 1. I was thinking June 1, but getting a chemical pregnancy, and will it be safe to start right away with IVF process? 7DIME. Look at inflammation. Again, look at the family building guide. This is the old version. There's a new version now, but it talks about inflammation. And inflammation is caused by what we think incorrectly, what we eat incorrectly, and how we do too much of this incorrectly. Okay, I know these things are radical and wild, and basically everything I learned was like lots of vegetables and lots of lean protein, and eat 3 to 6 times a day, which is deadly. But inflammation, and this is why we talk about laparoscopy, hysteroscopy to reduce inflammation by removing endo, but you can do a medical endo treatment with simply Orlis or Lupron for about 2 to 3 months and letrozole 5 milligrams. Oh, by the way, I saw a shout out to Dr. Fink and Brandis, our practitioner, has been doing transfers, has a really good success rate. So we're moving to get more of our practitioners so we can provide more care and help for everyone to make this all more affordable and accessible. Dr. Gleischer is suing me for recommending a supplement, DHEA, that he apparently has a patent for. Last I learned, Dr. Casson probably was the first to report on it, but this crazy scene in litigation and patent world is a little nuts, but I'm dealing with it as best I can. I'm asking all of our leaders and our professional organizations come to the table and ask the question, how can we all make sure our patients are giving honest information, affordable information, and enough with all of us working. Now let's make more money. That's what I think we all got to do better at. April Dawn, good morning. Gabrielle, good morning. Sheila, good morning. Ashley, transfers Friday. Anyway, I can boost my chances for implantation. Okay. I'm going to plug this guy, right? Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. And by the way, carnivore is the top of the line for all of us human lionesses and lions. You can be an omnivore. If you're doing that, add the fat, animal fat, and go to 1 meal a day at night. All right. That's the key. And cook the carbs well. No raw vegetables, no raw seeds or nuts or plants of any type, in my opinion. And almond milk, oat milk, and coconut milk, and the butters and anything made for them are deadly. Veronica Nicole, yes, I'm working on LA. Remember, I'm the kid from Silver Lake, Los Angeles, and I went to LA City College, John Marshall High School, University of Southern California, UC Davis for medical school. And now, what is happening in this world of fertility? Wisdom knows, right? And we're all doing our very best every day. That's why I go to the American Society of Reproductive Medicine. I go to their meetings. I listen to the professionals who bring us the research with the knowledge that there's no conflicts of interest, right? They're honest publications where you and I can trust where the information is coming from. We're all going to do better at this, right? That's why I question, why did they publish Dr. Gleicher's work if there was a conflict of interest? Why did I pay for the information to get it myself? And you guys have open access to all of this, by the way. Let's see. When will I see you at Syracuse location? I've been going there for a while, but never saw you. 7DI .mi. I'm not sure what that means, but just say, where's Kiltz? I need to talk with them because I'm there. Actually, I'm there this Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm actually back down in Sarasota. I'm doing some work here, but I'm doing a lot of this, by the way. My job is to talk about these ideas and share them. And remember, if it's published in a peer-reviewed journal, if it's presented at a peer review meeting, then we all have access to it. And that's why you got access to me all the time, by the way. And I share my cell phone, 31541 69872. Also by email, rkiltz@cmyfertility.com. Now, I don't personally always get a chance to take care of all of it. I try to send it on to the team members that we can all work on sharing. But the best team is you gals, right? And guys, and all of us as a community are learning that true health and wellness is made up in the things that we share together. Embryo grading impact success of live births. Well, I was graded very poorly, and here I am today. Grading is very subjective and poorly correlated with outcomes, in my opinion. Now, you can read all the best articles, but remember, all of our journal articles are highly opinionated, and they maybe aren't so exact. That's what I'm learning. So, it's kind of crazy in all of this, but grading is not that important, although it may indicate more likely or less likely, but it has nothing to do with the quality of the human beings we all are, by the way. Goddesses and gods, by the way, have been doing strict carnivore for 43 days, lost any weight. Okay, look at, you are perfect weight. Never attempt to lose weight because you only use the calories that the human body burns, which is fat. So if you go to Kiltz's strict, eliminate the ice cream if you need to, but look at, one meal a day is key. And when you're trying to lose weight, you're going to keep trying to lose weight. The universe will always give you what you want. I'm trying to lose weight. Well, keep trying. It ain't going to happen. I am my perfect weight, whatever that number is, but you have to see the beauty and the queen within the one you are already. For fertility, should I stay on carnivore even if I don't lose? Yes, carnivore keto is king, but the key to health is carnivore. Remember, we're lionesses and lions. We came from the hunters, not the scavengers or the grazers, by the way. Let's see, Lauren, I won't be able to transfer donor eggs until late May or early June because I need hysteroscopy, working on keto during doing intermittent fasting. It's intermittently feasting, one meal a day. Other ways I can reduce inflammation. All right, everyone, meditation and prayer 5 or 6 times a day, whether you're a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew, a Hindu, a Buddhist, a Zoroastrian, whatever your choice and belief of God, by the way, within all of us. I just finished God by Rizlan Aslan. Let me make sure I got this right. Oh my God. It's let's see, Riza Aslan. You got to read it or listen to it. It's amazing, by the way. But we're all the gods. But the way to reduce inflammation, take a look. The keys, by the way, these guys. And I know people say carnivore and keto doesn't work and it's not sustainable. Well, that's all the pigs and the cows telling the lions what they shouldn't do. Remember, when you feed a lion grass and grains, we become pigs and cows. All respect to whatever your eating preference is, by the way, but we are lionesses and lions, and we're meant to eat one meal a day at most, maybe less than that. And it's really, 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 really difficult to do those things. But anyone can do easy, but you have been selected for hard shit, right? And hard shit is what you are here for, right? Life is full of hardness and stress and struggles. And oh my God, why is this happening to me? And I am grateful to Dr. Gleicher and his nutraceutical company for choosing me to say, I'm going to sue you, because I believe that what they're doing is wrong. And we've got to put the power of the process to say, no, wait a minute. I think what you're doing is wrong. Yes, you can have a patent, but should we be patenting a supplement that you can buy for a fraction of the cost that may or may not even work, but they're charging a lot more money, or suing people that if they're not speaking the right words. And by the way, Dr. Gleicher's nutraceutical patent can sue anyone for talking about DHEA as a use in fertility. I didn't know that. TAT, a positive test Sunday, 68, progesterone 16. But the Friday before progesterone was 20. That's okay. Stay on the meds, maybe add a little bit of progesterone, but eliminate the vegetables, the fruit fiber, fruit, seeds, and nuts, because they're deadly for the lioness. I'm telling you, it was the craziest. Look at Ken Berry. Let's see, Judy Cho. There's so many people. Sean Baker, amazing. What would cause the E2? Lots of 18 follicles, but low number of eggs retrieved. 38 years young, normal AMH, but stage 4 endo. Inflammation, inflammation, inflammation. Look at the 5 things you'll find when you read my keto, and you also read my fertile feast. It starts with the egg, sperm, embryo, and you, right? Egg, sperm, embryo, and you, all of it together, which is kind of crazy, right? But basically, inflammation is caused mostly by fear, worry, stress, regret, and judgment, right? Negativity. But it's also caused a lack of eating like a lioness. All the seeds and nuts, fruits, and vegetables want to kill us because they want to make us fertilizer. That's the number one thing. But endo starts with the bowel inflammation. The glycocalyx and the glycobiome is trashed. Bacteria, yeast, and the fermentation process in the colon explodes, which makes heat, gas, alcohol, and aldehydes, which like permeate through your ovaries, tubes, and uterus and damage your follicles. That's really stupidly crazy. And I know what I'm telling you doesn't make sense, does it? Magdalena said, thank you. And Sean, like, thank you all for sending, like, hey, this guy's an idiot, but sometimes maybe some of his craziness might make sense. That's the part I'm learning, right? And look at Sean, thank you for your comments. And all of us around the globe, we're doing our very, 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 very best. Jennifer, I do have a 640 of 8. Look at anti-nuclear antibodies, anti-cardiolipin antibodies. Every immunologic test just says, hey, you've got inflammation. The cause of inflammation is eating like a grazing animal and not like a carnivore animal. And I know I don't make sense, do I? And I didn't believe me until I personally did it over 10 years ago and went primarily one meal a day at night, intermittent feasting, and I ate fatty meat, salt, butter, cream. That's it, right? And then I eliminated the fruit, fiber, vegetable, seeds, and nuts, and the plant oils, which were purely killing my glycobiome, allowing the microbiome to proliferate in dangerous bugs and then get into my bloodstream, my lymphatics, and every nook and cranny. So increase cervical mucus is simple. Eliminate the carbs and get rid of the inflammation. Again, how do you learn more about it? Look, okay, you can get my family building guide and ketos on my website at drkiltz.com or CNY Fertility or CNY Healing Arts. Free downloads, all right? But remember, don't believe a word I say. Do it and see what happens. Low-dose naltrexone, yes. LDN, I think anywhere between 1.5 and 4.5 milligrams. Dr. Corley and I had a little discussion on what the right dose is. I think none of us really know. We don't even know if supplements, molecular fertility or therologics or nutraceuticals that any of us sell, they're not FDA cleared for treating any disease process, by the way. That's the craziness. We just made raw milk ice cream last night. So good. Becca at 80. Awesome. Look at, I recommend cream, not milk. But if you use, that's interesting. If you use milk, no sugar, actually, and add a little bit of vanilla, I like the vanilla bean scraping and an egg. Oh my God, heaven on earth, right? But raw milk, because look, it's the most natural. That's what we're getting back to, is what's natural for the human Ferrari, the lioness, and the temple, right? Check out I did a TEDx talk. They let me do a TEDx talk. Can you believe it? They let kilts loose to give a conversation of why we're lions, not pigs, cows, and sheep. When you feed a dog, a lion, or a lion and a wolf grass and grains, guess what? They become pigs and sheep and cows, highly controlled. Period to start. Ashley, I usually get it first week of the month, but since my retrieval, well, a lot of these medications that we use during IVF, which are expensive and a lot of side effects, by the way, and a lot of what we're looking to do is share ideas in the fertile feast, right? Now, some of them, I'm not perfect in my writings, and sometimes we go off on a tangent, but I think when you read these things, you'll see the whys. But get a baseline ultrasound and blood work, which may tell us where you're at in the cycle. But believe it or not, by being more patient, I'm the number one guy that needs to work on being more and more and more patient in life, because T is always telling me, slow down, be quiet, get to work, right? And all of us, remember, we're the queens and kings of the universe of our own lives. And there's so much information you can garner on the web today that'll teach you about supplements and DHEA and fertility treatments, PGS, ERAs, and all these sort of things. How long should I be taking LDN before retrieval? Jasmine. No one knows that for sure, but 2 to 4 weeks is a good start. I say cleansing the body, going on a water, tea, coffee fast for day 2 or 3. And then when you eliminate as many of the fiber, fruits, seeds, nuts, and vegetables as you can, and remember, pasta, bread, yogurt, even milk, seeds and nuts are not the natural fuel for the hunting animal, humans, for the last 3 million years. It's crazy. Traveling for treatment, how long should we expect to stay? Let's see. Andre 28. It can be a day or a week or up to 4 weeks, depending if we're doing monitoring, then retrieval, then we're waiting for a transfer. You could come up to us down in Atlanta, Dr. Verdialis, and we're working on getting that working. I talked to Chris, our builder, and getting our facilities all rocking and rolling is going to be working on Atlanta along with Sarasota. And then we're working with Dr. Lee's team in DC area, getting that going. And we're looking for someone to work with in Southern California. So we're all working together to help you, but truly our job first is affordability, access, quality, and natural, right? Listen, diet does matter. I'm a Mediterranean Italian descent, and I loved pasta and salad and vegetables and all the stuff that I grew up with. But I grew up with migraines and stomach problems and eczema and arthritis, psoriasis, eventually kidney stones and more. I went first Atkins-y and then paleo-y and keto-y, and then I went carnivore, 1 meal a day. Bam. In like 2 to 4 weeks, everything gone. Most amazing. Will you be there at the end of February? I should be there. And there is only a beginning to everything you think should be an end. Remember, you are the master of the machine, the miracle machine, the goddess and the gods within the temple, all of us, right? And modern medicine is amazing. What we're all working to do is share the idea that God is within all of us. And on all the hierarchies within our professional organizations, I ask the ASRM, the American College of OBGYN, the American Medical Association, all of us together. If we have our position strictly to fill our pockets, is that the right place to be? Or are we really working to fill your vast vessels and temples with building a family? That's what we need to focus on, is my belief. Guys, determine fresh transfer versus frozen. I recommend a lot of fresh transfers. But if you're hyperstimulated or have a high progesterone at the day of trigger over 3, then we're often recommending a frozen cycle. But I do a lot of day 3 fresh and freeze-alls. But you can go to blast if you want, but we don't promise you're going to get embryos to transfer. Now, I'm going to never promise this. By the way, everything we share are ideas that I'm learning through the payment into my professional organizations, the CMEs that they share with me. Dr. Gleicher did share the use of DHEA through his medical foundation and his meetings that we paid to get access for, by the way. And so we got to ask the question, why is he suing Dr. Kiltz for hundreds of thousands of dollars in order for me to say, can't talk about it? Dr. Gleicher, something seems fishy to me. Make a video for pregnancy with hypothyroidism. We will do that, Henal Modi. I am bad and I'm getting better. Dr. Faruqi, who's Montreal team member number 1, is better at this. I am too old to have a baby. Why would you ever say that? Look I'm so young, I'm having a baby. I don't care what your age is. I'm so young, I'm having a baby. If you haven't read Rhonda Byrne's book, The Secret, The Law of Attraction. Oh, let's see. Wait. It's just so many people out there to share. We have the law of attraction. And if our professional organizations, I'm so inspired by the people that have my mentors for so long, Dr. Kletsky, Medusky, Dr. Paulson, Dr. Adamson, Dr. Chikowski, even Dr. Gleicher. I was inspired by his professorness and his sharing of this knowledge. But then he's suing me. Okay, enough on that, right? I know. Meg, thank you. My whole global amazing team, but our job and my team, more natural first. When you ask the nurses for something, their job is to let me check on it. And yes, you can, because we work for you, by the way. And I know I was kind of trained like the doctor's here and the patients are here and we're the ones that tell you what to do. But that is ancient way, my friends. We've got to find and realize that this is a new day, right? The new day is Google and internet and Facebook and Instagram and sharing. So if it's a journal article that you guys have access to, how can you patent that information and go after some people, but not after everyone? Seems a little much. But then Dr. Gleicher has a medical foundation that's tax deductible that he and his team oversaw the research. Something's fishy, right? Why do I keep getting chemical pregnancies? The cause of all disease is inflammation. Inflammation is caused by worry, fear, regret, and judgment, negativity. And by the way, I'm working to be as positive I can with everything that comes to me that's there to fill the way and the energy. But the number one thing you need to do, again, I know keto, it's not sustainable. It's a bad diet and meat's going to cause cancer, right? Well, that's what they want you to believe. So you eat more vegetables, fruit, fiber, seeds, and nuts, which control you and make you inflamed. And I know this stuff, it never occurred. You can get these for free on my website, by the way, and the family building guide. Look I'm here as a little bit of a crazy man, learning some ideas and thoughts that I have never believed, because as an Italian, as a Mediterranean dieter, I was dying. All right, 100% abnormal morphology. We need to do ICSI. I recommend Creepy Brit. Yes, ICSI, hatching, IUI, intercourse, sex. But number one is reduce the inflammation to the egg source, to the sperm source, to the implantation environment. What does you start with? Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Whether you're a theist, an atheist, or agnostic, God, remember, God is within all of us. And looking for the beauty of these amazing devices that from my office in Sarasota, I'm able to communicate and discuss this, by the way. Again, by the way, let's see. I don't know what page is in the new group book, but in the 70s, there's the immune protocols, which talk about what type of modern medical treatments can you use that may reduce inflammation? Steroids, aspirin, LDN, Lovenox, Neupogen, Prograf, Plaquenil, IVIG, Humira, Cimzia. Well, these are the guns that we have learned to load up and send your way, but they all have side effects. The gonadotropins, supplements, all of them, they're not properly evaluated. And now I see the studies that are published. We have to question all of them and wonder if anything that we're sharing with you is true, right? That's why all of us have to do the research on our own and bring this, right? Someone can patent a supplement. Listen, you guys, everyone has the right to AMA, the ACOG, ASRM. Talk to your doctors and talk to your local professionals and ask the question, is this really true? But with Singer versus Palin, Palin 25 years ago in 1994, 3 or 4, sued Singer for infringing on his patent of ophthalmologic surgery. It finally got kicked out. Everyone said, that's not our mission. If our mission of being a physician, of doing scientific research and publishing it is to get a patent and then do an end around and sue you, I mean, that's not right. Gonalef only gives me one Falkland. CY prescribes in Gonal. Would you guys consider to change my protocol? Yes. I do a lot of low dose protocols, even natural protocols, right? No meds, but you still have to do a trigger shot. But look at, I am, you are, we are the goddesses and the gods, and we are fertile. I am young. You got to say that. I am young and I'm having a baby, right? It's like, oh, this is hard. This is frustrating. It'll never happen. Well, guess what? You're emulating that, right? Again, the law of attraction, and you got to look at this stuff. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. Mini dose priming. Now, we do a lot of priming with a little estrase. I don't like the birth control pill. By the way, vegetables and root vegetables and green vegetables all contain estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone. And they're, I think, causing birth control and miscarriages. If you read the United States Department of Agriculture's journal on plant poisoning, you will see it's crazy. What is the best protocol for stage 4 endo? High dose antagonist, limited success. I do a ton. You could do a low dose protocol with the mini dose Lupron, by the way, microdose. I do 5 to 10, start on day 1 or 2 of the cycle, start stim on day 2, 3, or 4 of the cycle, get an ultrasound monitoring with the blood testing on day about 8, 9, or 10 of your stim or your cycle, and then you modulate from there. There's no guarantees that we're going to get eggs, sperm, embryos, or a baby, unfortunately, but we're all doing our very best to share the way. And I'm grateful to Will and Pat and Jake and Aaron and all my background team, Donna and the global team, Elizabeth. I'm grateful to Colorado, to Philadelphia, Dr. Ivanov. We're working to bring everyone more in. Werner Newhauser working from Boston area. We're working to get a satellite in Boston. Excited about that. Dr. Grossman and Ditkoff, thank you. And you guys, listen, amazing, amazing team. Let's see. Is there any specific information I should have ready? Royal T22. Your story is all we really need. Even without all your medical records and EIVF being filled out, it doesn't matter. My team needs to listen to your story. It's quick and easy and simple. What have you been frustrated and suffering from? We know we can all do better. Ended up with 1 egg and transfer failed, broke out in hives all of my body. Many need like first retriever. I think Christina K. Many, natural, Clomid letrozole, less is best, faith over facts, spirit over science. Now I'm learning the science may be mostly snake oil. And I have honor for my professional organizations and the people that run it. But I ask all of us, let's step up, right? If SART's using data to claim Center of Excellences are better than anyone else, that's wrong. if we're doing research to do an end around to get a patent and then claim you have infringed on it after we told you to do it. But patent litigation, Singer and Palin, listen, Singer paid over $500,000 for his litigation. So the litigation lawyers for patents know that very few people are going to fight this. That's why we need everyone to ante in. I know, but all of us, it costs all of us. ASRM, SART, the Fertility, the Journal of Assisted Reproductive Technologies, all of us. Dr. Albertini, who is the editor for one of the ASRM journals, works for Dr. Gleicher. Dr. Barad, Dwayne Hardin, and Dr. Gleicher are all on the board of their foundation, which is a non-for-profit. So what are we all to do when the fox, I guess, is guarding the hen house, right? That's what it seems like to me. Now, again, I have all faith in the process and the people and the legal system, and we're going to do better, by the way. Frozen embryo transfer failed. We had implantation with HCG of 7, but 48 hours it dropped. Okay. Everyone, right? It Starts With You is my new book. It starts with the egg, sperm, and embryo. By the way, it starts with an egg. I think there may be some DHEA connections to Dr. Gleicher. I don't know. I'm just wondering if that's true. And again, we all are imperfect, by the way. But if our mission is patents and money and not parents and mommies, something's wrong, right? We're all working together to share the stories. And I read a story yesterday, but there's so many keto babies and paleo babies and even vegan vegetarian babies. They're everywhere. So again, I know I talk about carnivore, but I'm not saying you can't be a vegan vegetarian. Add the fat, one meal a day, and cook the carbs well. Uncooked carbs are basically ingesting all the chemicals and the antigens the plants want you to eat so they can control you and kill you. On the phone for the 50-yard feed to ask a few questions. Let's see. Creepy Brit, 315-416-9872. Be glad to talk. And usually I do the calls. I don't charge. I know, listen, I'm working and we're working our best to make this the most affordable. And one way or another, we can all do better. Jennifer Santiago, Amazon has some of my books. You can even get I've been reading from my daily inspirational book, and I need daily inspirations every day because I do get caught up in the mud and the muck of all of this stuff, right? And the most important thing, either drkiltz.com or Amazon, but if you go to some of my websites, much of this is downloadable for free. Oh, and Maria Emmerich and I have a cookbook out there. Yeah, you have to go to Dr. Kiltz and you got to kind of find it. And I'm always like, it seems so hard to get in touch with someone lately, but this craziness about COVID, and we got to just get beyond it, right? We have to get beyond it. Let's see. So Creepy Brit, 315-416-9872. I'm off today. I'm spending time with Tia. She's amazing. She takes good care of me. I'm blessed to have someone in my life that takes amazing care of me. By the way, Black Love Beauty, good morning. Good morning. Sweet Kisses, 823, good morning. And remember, take care of the queen and the king of all of us, right? We are lionesses and lions, all respect to all other beings of the universe. But you must first focus on the mind game and see the temple within each and every one of us, right? Check out my book, The Fertile Secret. And the fertile spirit is coming, but the spirit and secret of life is that we are the goddesses and the gods. That's so it's simple. Let's see. Had a successful natural FET, which triggered at 41. Next 3 failed. Early miscarriage, chemical total failed. For the last, all PGS normal. I noticed the timing gotten shorter and shorter for each from baseline to transfer. Timing just be off, or should I try medicated FET? Or I do a lot of, we have to be using Lupron, either start early luteal phase and or on an overlap of estrogen, progesterone, the birth control pill. I don't love the birth control pill. And then you can maybe have a little more time in this, right? But check out, are you doing Kiltz's keto? Are you looking at, again, they say diet doesn't matter, and everyone says do the Mediterranean diet, right? And I can tell you, I believe that too. But we are very biased to our Mediterranean diets because we're all from the Mediterranean, and no one wants to give up their carbs, right? Love them, love them, love them. But maybe I'm realizing we doctors and scientists are so biased in our beliefs that we can't take off our what do we call our glasses that are whatever. We're so blind, right? All of us. I too can be blind. And what we're learning is, why do we really open up to the truth? We don't know very much. We're just sharing our opinions, whether it's in God or science or whatever we have, right? We're highly opinionated and we can be very negative. And Tia says sometimes I'm just being so negative, but I'm working to be positive, positive, positive. So you got to check out Louise Hay, Esther, Jerry and Esther. Oh my God. Like, you got to look at this stuff. It's amazing. And Risa Aslan, God. Oh, and it's just the more I listen to these books and I'm learning the power of love and connection for all of us. We are humans. We make a lot of mistakes, right? And I even believe that, even the Gleicher thing is just a mistake. Yeah, sorry, it wasn't meant to be personal. But we need to make sure that you have access to truthful, honest information. If the foundation oversees and takes donations from industry and the pharmaceutical companies, and then they're overseeing their own research, that then is getting a patent, and then everyone's on the boards and all the ASRMs and all the heads, is that the fox and the hen house? I think it might be, right? Diet matters, Jeremy, but diet is the nutritional human solution for fertility. And Ken Berry, Nisha Berry, check out Ken and Nisha's stuff, right? Sean Baker, oh my God. One of my favorites was, Jimmy Moore, Keto Clarity, Keto Clarity and Cholesterol Clarity. Jimmy is a leader, been doing this for years. Check out Gary Fettke, but there's so many. We make it so complicated. It's not. It's so simple. You need lots of beautiful air, a little bit of water, less tea and coffee, and no whiskey, wine, or beer, my friends. And then you need fat. If you're not fat in a famine, you're dead. Sorry. The fat gene, the get fat gene, is the most powerful gene in the universe. We are not herbivores. We're carnivores. That's it, hunters. And we've been that for 3 million years or more. And the plants had much more evolutionary genetic diversity, and they know how to rule every single animal in the universe. Let's see, from Queens, wonder if I should take progesterone capsules versus vaginal. Well, you can do the Prometrium. I recommend Prometrium 200 a few times a day, maybe some vaginal of the same. It's kind of an amazing story. And by the way, again, I respect all my leaders, including Dr. Gleicher and everyone, Dr. Barad, and everyone that has patents and the legal system and the heads of all of our professional organizations. My mentors taught me these things. But we all need to question. You guys have to question kiltz and CNY fertility. We need to question everyone, right? And that's the most important thing. Should people who have high cholesterol still do intralipids? Danielle, listen, the science of cholesterol is mostly trying to sell a pharmaceutical product, which has made high cholesterol a disease, but it's not. Read Jimmy Moore's stuff. There's so much out there that's amazing. Judy Cho. I got Judy's Cho under my computer here holding it up, but Judy Cho in Carnivore Cure, check out her book. I think we have it listed on our website at drkiltz.com. My nephew Will's doing an awesome job with that, and proud of Will and all the things he's doing. Christina, thank you. Sweet kisses, thank you. Look at, we are all human beings, but for whatever reason, we have a lot of fear, worry, and judgment. That's our nature, our instinct, right? But many sages Lao Tse and Buddha and and the Hindu gods and the Judaistic gods and the Christian gods and the Islamic gods and all of us gods, by the way, humans, all of us, are sharing a story, what's right, what's wrong. And what we're learning today is we're learning together. Now we have open access. I'm learning. I just Google stuff and I find stuff, and I'm amazed at the amazing connection we all have around the globe. Whether you're coming from a Islamic world or a Christian world or Judaistic world or a Hindu or Buddhist world, whatever it is, or an atheistic, agnostic, and a scientific world, we're all humans on the same journey, living this together. Should I transfer a 5BB embryo or 6BB embryo? Both were PGT tested. Carla SW. Look at, they would have thrown me out had they tested me, or they graded me. Actually, I was thrown out. I kicked out of school, couldn't read in a gang in LA. My father in jail. Amazing Ray grew from that. And all of us have troubles and problems, right? None of us are perfect in this world. So pick whichever embryo you feel the power, but the grades are not that exact, in my opinion. Let's see. I have an Ensure birth control. Should I go straight to IVF trying to get surgery to remove this metal? You know, removing the metal could be helpful, by the way. The metal in the Assure maybe secreting. And if you look at the IUD and the Assure, there's a Netflix documentary on it. You'll see that all these devices, even breast implants and butt implants and all these silicone, maybe even the injections all over our face, are bad for us, right? Listen, water, a little bit of coffee, a little bit of tea. Get rid of the ayahuasca, the psilocybin, whatever you think is good for you. Smoking marijuana is deadly. Listen, of any significance, these things are deadly. And listen, if you're drinking alcohol every day, get rid of it, guys and gals, and slow down. Do more prayers and meditation to the universe and the gods within all of us. Making babies, good morning. Thank you from Florida. I'm in Sarasota right now. I'm back up to Syracuse later today. I'm going to be working with Dr. Corley, Dr. Banerjee, Dr. Lutheringer, all of us together on this journey, learning and learning and learning. So please, if you're finding something that doesn't seem right, maybe we should be doing something different. Remember, we're not fighting against something. We're embracing that we want it to be a better way. We're asking our professional organizations, we're asking Congress, we're asking whoever it is, that Dr. Gleischer and all of us that are our mentors, if we can't trust you to give honest information and mentor us honestly, how are any of us going to learn from the science we're reading? Then the question is, how much of the science we're reading is mostly been given or done because we want to all make more money? That's bad, by the way. Infrared light therapy. I think light therapy is very important. But the most important light is get out there in the sunlight, go for a walk in nature. And that's really it. I sit out in my hot tub, I get in the cold pool, I go for a walk in nature. And I am so blessed in life to have this most amazing life to be able to help so many. Let's see, Cam Zelli, June, July, or August is the mission. We just hired someone to help in the lab. We're looking to bring on team members to train them and teach them and to help those that are suffering from being infertile, right? But remember, infertility, repetitive losses, failed implantation, failed IUIs is all caused by inflammation. LA, yes, Andre. We are all with you from wherever you're coming from. Again, the kid from Silver Lake, LA City College. Mrs. Wong was my high school ceramics and jewelry teacher. I learned so much from her, and we're all learning together on this journey. Even, again, Dr. Gleischer and all the amazing people that are sharing this information, we're all learning together. I guess I'm supposed to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees in order to say thank you to Dr. Gleischer for suing me. Again, I think we've got it all twisted and turned. I've asked John Katko, congressman in Syracuse, to help on this. I'm hoping he's going to come back with some assistance. And also Barbara Kalura from Resolve. I sent her an email. Haven't heard back yet. How even Resolve, are they really on the mission to help keep fertility care affordable and accessible? That's why I want to work with you and your OBGYNs, wherever they are, to help teach them more about affordability, access, quality, and care, and more natural. Is there an end to this? Los Angeles City College is a great beginning. Amazing teachers. Mr. Kelly, I was in a ceramics class. Mr. Higa, I did calligraphy. I love art, and I do pottery and paintings, and I fly airplanes, but always safety with a lot of mentorship. We should be practicing majority of training in all of this. That's why I'm always looking at this, by the way. Let's see. R. Rowan Salm. Yes, always have only positive energy, hope. Always. Never let it go. And know there are challenges in relationships and work and all this COVID stuff. And even in our professional lives, there's always going to be hardship. But hardship builds strength for all of us, right? We are all human beings, alive, born with nothing, die with nothing. What are we taking? Come on, nothing. But we must be able to see God in everyone. Allah taught us God in everyone and everything, right? Everything, God. And so remember, no matter is it Yahweh or is it Muhammad or is it Jesus or Buddha or is it whatever it is, we are all on this journey together. Prednisone dose for IVF, MK. I apologize, I didn't get the whole thing. I like 5 to 10 twice a day, but some people use dexamethasone. Lots of different ways here. Former Dr. Kiltz patient, just want to wish you and all the fertile thoughts and vibes embark on your personal infertility journey. Everyone, let's see, Town Sassy Pants, Mob Tents. Listen, you guys and gals and guys, human beings, all of us from the top to the bottom, but there is no top to bottom, right? It's a round globe, and no matter what side of the earth you're on, it's from the top, right? We're all on this historical, amazing journey. You only die once, but you have the infinite times to live and be reborn, right? That's what the spiritual texts have taught us, right? Pick a biblical text and read it and know that it's within all of us, right? Susan Martez thank you. Anna Robinson, every transfer I've done, I've gotten pregnant, first resulted in live birth, 2 years young. All right. Oh, and my losses keep getting tied to lower sudden drops in progesterone, more progesterone potentially, 4 suppositories and IM injections. I really struggle with the suppositories. You can do oral, but maybe do a natural letrozole cycle with a trigger shot. All right. I'm sorry. I will be at the side of God in heaven talking about, didn't you say we're lions? I know we love all animals of the universe, but we're lions. Eat like one. Check these out. Look at, again, free of charge. Download them for free on cnyfertility.com or drkiltz.com. But no matter your age, size, shape, age, weight, gender description, religious, philosophical, or political persuasion, whatever it is, or social, cultural, we are all human beings that came from 3 million years as hunters and not grazing on 4 legs. I'm sorry. We are the huntresses and the hunters of the universe. I know. Let's see. I know this stuff like just didn't make sense to me. It took me for a while, but I was like, really? Okay. Thank you. Let's see. So inflammation, check those books out. Check out, listen, The Fertile Feast. It starts with you, which includes the egg, sperm, and embryo, right? All of it together. And it starts with an egg by Rebecca Fett is awesome. We're all working together on this journey. I know it doesn't make sense, but look at this stuff. And don't forget, Do your daily inspirations every single day, but do them 3 to 6 times a day. That's why I love the Islamic philosophy of praying several times a day, but to Allah, God within, that is ultimately the God of everything, Yahweh, right? Keto prior to retrieval to make an impact, like 1 hour. So 1 minute. But I would say 2 to 4 weeks is the very best. And look at this is a game changer for life. When you get pregnant, your baby wants fat. Your baby makes fat out of sugar and amino acids. Your baby wants you to eat fat to get fat so that you can fast and feed the fetus for the most awesome, amazing life. Then your fetus could suckle your breasts for real human nutrition. And then when it is finished breastfeeding, guess what? It can now eat like the lion cub it is. This is crazy stuff. We all want to sell more fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts, and drugs, and dissections, and potions, and pills. We all have something to sell. Listen, I'm no different. We are sharing an idea that has changed my life, right? Let's see. Boo JB. And again, forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. Oh, and my good friend, bro, Will, thank you. We both grew up in LA. Listen, we were members in an organization that might have been considered gangs, but we learned from those amazing people that we're all learning and working together to be better in life, right? And I've learned from my inability to read and getting kicked out of school, my father in jail, but I also learned from many of the people that mentored me, the police officer that didn't arrest me and gave me an opportunity that we can all do and be better every single day. All of us, lionesses and lions. Listen, when the pharaohs and the pope and the priest and the president and the professors claim that they have more knowledge than us, they're sharing their knowledge with us. And we need to realize that we are actually the pharaohs, the pope, the priest, the president, and the prophets of our own lives. And the more we can just plug into that, the better. Told I'm too old by my midwives, and them what? They won't help me. It sent me into a depression. Then my father, oh my God, your father passed. I'm so sorry. 48 years young. Listen, first of all, age is but thy mind. The purpose of life is through the hardships and the journey. Physically, we're all going to die, but our fathers, my father, my mother, my sister, my best friend Dave, are all well alive within the spiritual energy of us humans, right? That's the stories we've read. Rumi, you got to read the great Sufi poet Rumi. The sharing the gods in me, right? We are the gods in me. So your beautiful father is still with you, and you're young and vibrant. Can you use your eggs or donor embryos, adoption, or be happy as you are? Find that way now, today, right? That's the whole journey of this, right? And some of my books, so let's see, Leading Your Best Life, or The Fertile Secret, The Fertile Spirit that we're working on. Remember, you're in charge of what goes in here, right? And if you're listening and judging it negatively, your brain is saying, that isn't true, that isn't true, that isn't true. Negative energy, vibration, you're attracting exactly what you don't want, right? Oh, Tony Robbins, you got to listen and read Tony. But there's so many people that Tony and all of us learned for the last 3 million years, because from the savages, that's where the instinctual ancient warriors of life, right? Donor eggs, Barbara Thomas. Listen, we have 65-year young women that are having babies. I'm 66, March 12th. I need nothing, by the way. You guys are awesome and amazing. By the way, I was going to do another live in about 20 minutes, but I've canceled it. I'm going to go spend some time with Miss Tia pre-Valentine's Day because I'm leaving. My apologies. We'll bring it back another day. And let's see. My apologies. And I want you guys, Alexis Colantonio, please, my apologies for such a short notice. Alexis, you got to check out her stuff, by the way. Uh, and she's helping with guide and direct dietary habits on our fertile spirit. But again, I'm canceling. I'm so sorry, Alexis. I apologize. I need to do my Valentine's um, mission with Miss Tia. You guys are amazing, and I'm so grateful to everything and everyone for everything we're sharing. Listen, I'm not right. I'm often wrong. I often make mistakes, and I apologize. And again, let's see, www.purenaturalmind.com and mind, thought, and consciousness to deepen your understanding. So please check her out today. But again, Alexis, I'm so sorry, but we'll reschedule this. Mindfulness, being present, uh, and manageable preparation of the nutrients and the honor, whatever you're choosing to put in your body. By the way, let's see, Burke. Let's see, how long after transfer, first C-section? I think 6 months is enough, but people say a year. That doesn't make any sense to me. High prolactin levels affect successful IVF. Well, as long as you're taking progesterone, it probably doesn't matter so much. We use a lot of Parladel or Dostonex. We actually stop it when you're pregnant. So ultimately, your prolactin is going to be elevated when you're pregnant anyway. I think the most important thing that high prolactin does is it actually reduces natural ovulation. It may have a luteal phase effect, and it may change the progesterone effect. So we add more progesterone, by the way. Talisha, have a great Valentine's to everyone. And remember, the celebration is our lives together, right? We're not separate beings, right? And even the conversations about the science and the spirituality and the litigation and Dr. Gleichel, it's all part of the pot of life, right? It's so much part of all of us. Agershirville, let's see, how soon after ER can you remove a tube? Sometimes you do it at the same time, but week 2 or 3 is okay, and then go right into a transfer. Jana Bino, thanks. Oh my God, 15 weeks of boy. Stay as keto as you can. Remember, vegan and vegetarian keto, cook the carbs well, add the fat 1 meal a day. Mediterranean keto, same thing. Cook the carbs well, add the fat, right? Carnivore is king. But if you're eating lean meat and no fat, deadly, by the way. Keto is a high fat nutritional solution for the lioness and the lion within all of us, right? Let's see. Last I look, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad were lions looking over the pride of the humanity, right? And even the great Buddha and Lao Tse, my bad, were warriors. And if you're not fat and there's a famine, you're dead. Obesity causes no dis-ease. We should not be treating those that we label as a obese, high BMI, any differently than any other human being. We need to recognize and learn the cause of all disease is a high plant-based, low fat, and a eating like an herbivore, not like a carnivore. So have a wonderful Valentine's Day, Mariah. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Let's see. Do you transfer day 5 first over day 6 and 7? We transfer 5, 6, and 7, just like 2, 3, and 4. Day 2, 3, and 4 is cleavage stage. 5, 6, and 7 is blast stage. So we're all combining these to transfer based on the day 3 stage and the day 6 stage, which is a blast and a cleavage. So that's the amazing one. Check for chromosomal abnormalities in a fresh transfer. Listen, I don't recommend checking for chromosomal abnormalities because we're all abnormal in one way or another, right? So, all right, it's 11 o'clock. Again, Alexis, I'm sorry I wasn't able to come on today. Please forgive me for the late notice. I'm going to be up in Syracuse tonight, back in the office Monday, Tuesday, back down Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do some work with this. Keep working, by the way. Snake River Farm, if you haven't checked out their meats, awesome, amazing. But listen, go to your local farmer for local meats and fresh grown local foods, right? And Dr. Fetke says fresh, local, and seasonal. And remember, if you eat all of those fresh, local, and seasonal, and none of this juicing and none of this fake milks, by the way, deadly. And remember, milk is for a baby, not for the lion and the lioness. All right. PCOS, taking molecular fertility supplements, kiltz, keto. Do you need Cerevital? Again, I don't really know what Cerevital works in all this stuff. It may be helpful, but even the supplements may be helpful. Maybe you don't need them. Don't spend an arm and a leg on any of this stuff. What I've learned, again, free access to all of these things, right? Kiltz is keto, drkiltz.com, and CNY Fertility. Just download them for free. You can go to Amazon and buy a paper copy. I think this is where we all need to start. Remember, spirit over science and faith over facts, because ultimately it's opinionated, everything we're telling you, by the way. And so that's the real science, and find faith in God within all of us, right? Within all of us. God bless. Awesome day. I'll see you guys on next Sunday, but maybe I might throw in a little bit. And if I could get a chance or earlier to connect with Alexis and Pure Natural Kitchen, Pure Natural Living, and Pure Natural Life, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks very much, Alexis, for understanding. And everyone, much love to everyone. God bless.